Yeah, okay na.
Alright, Sir Jeff, ikaw din. Okay, so para pag pumasok ko lang tayo yan. Okay, Jason Eric, loud and clear. Loud and clear from also from Joyride. All right. So let me go through to our IPO for tonight, or naisanay kasi kaming IPO tawag eh. So, yun na lang din tawag natin dito. Okay.
Parang business meeting lang ah.
Parang business meeting ang dating eh, no? Anong business meeting. Okay, let me also put some konting malupit na background music para di tayo boring. Ayan.
Noon.
Okay. All right, so for tonight, ito magiging agenda natin, no? While I am also sending it to everyone. 9 o'clock, we're gonna start. Medyo late tayong konti. Pasensya na. 9 o'clock, a bit of introduction, algorithm trading, different types of algo. How can you build a robot portfolio and Q&A? So you can check. We can also do a live back testing as we go along tonight. So, there you go. Wait lang ha. So, forward ko lang tong mga aking mga GC. Vince, can you also help me forward this to our Telegram? Para meron tayong ano. Yan, okay. Meron tayo from different communities. Yan, okay. Dapat forward ko na ito kay ZFT para meron din sila. Alright, there you go. Okay, Sir Jeff. Ready ka na ba?
Yes.
They're also on live na rin. So we're doing a simultaneous live all over the world.
Wow.
Ayan. Diba?
Lakas maka-global niyan ah.
Ikaw yung pang outside the world eh.
Mari tayo dyan.
O, diba? Diba? Ikaw yung pang outside the world, diba? Okay, guys. Jay, can you speak? Test mic tayo para if the Facebook Live also. Yan, okay. Let me check. Okay, let me check. Teka lang. Kung doon ko. Okay, clear. All right. Okay, loud and clear daw sa lahat. All right, let's get it on. Okay, for tonight, before we start, I invited Jay as well, our Master Jay, to help us for the presentation. Sir Jeff, to really be as curious as possible regarding algorithm. And also, I know, Sir Jeff, you've been trading Forex ever since as well, no?
Wow, ever since naman.
Ever since the world began, you've been trading Forex as well. Diba? Tama ba?
Tamang kalma lang.
Tamang kalma. Okay. All right. So with regards to, I know you are also focused on PSE in general. But if from my experience from Forex and also the PSE or US stocks, ano yung isang factor na gusto mo din for Forex market?
Sino ako?
Hindi, yung kapitbahay mo, joke lang, ikaw, syempre.
Hindi, alam mo naman.
Nabisi mo na, may check.
May nire-replyan tayo. Alam mo naman.
May nire-replyan ka, okay. Sorry. Alright. Sige.
Okay, sorry. Okay, now, serious na.
So, ano yung pamalupitan mong gusto sa Forex?
Siyempre, yung liquidity, mabilis, and anong tawag dito? And 24 hours. So, anytime. Siyempre, wala lang siyang weekend.
Hours.
So, unlike other markets. But, still, okay siya. Kung balak mong gawing sideline ang Forex trading. So, pwede siya kahit after work.
Pwede. Isa din yun yung kagandahan. How about on the chat box also, guys, on Facebook or even on YouTube, on the chat box? Do you have any background on Forex trading? Please type number 10 kung merong nagtatrade ka na. Number 1, first time mo. Number 5, first time mo na rin. Number 5, 50-50. You can type in the chat box para we can also understand. And also, additional question, have you ever encountered or used a robot already? Number 10, nakagamit ka na. Then number 1, first time mo itong madinig. Number 5, narinig mo, interesado ka.
Interesting yung robot na yan.
Di ba? Number 10, may mga number 10 tayo. Message Sir Joss, number 10 CJ, number 10 Joyride, number 10. So may mga viewers tayo na meron na talagang experience sa Forex at nakagamit na ng EA. So at least kahit pa paano for tonight, additional knowledge for them, no? Okay, Sir Jeff, personal question. Sa lakas daw ng video mo. Anong EA na nagamit mo initially before? in the past?
Meron
Strategy.
isang EA sa kaibigan.
Mhm.
Actually dalawang EA. Isa sa kaibigan, isa sa kaibigan. So, magkaibang kaibigan.
Grabe mga sa sobrang dami mong kaibigan, mga kaibigan na talaga, no? No? Saan ba yan galing yung kaibigan yan? Sa Baguio?
Sa medyo further up, Pagudpod.
Okay.
Pagudpod,
Joke lang.
Brad.
Good. Ayan, so on that Facebook and also on YouTube, number 10. So a lot of our viewers already had experience, no, with regards with the robot trading, even Forex. All right, so for tonight, let's get it on. Tingnan natin, explore natin, ano ba ang different EA? Ano ba ang algorithm trading? How can you build a portfolio using an EA? And magkaroon tayo ng engagements. If you're all ready, Sir Jeff, can I hear a shout out from you? Number 8 from the chat box, please type number 10. On Facebook, please type number 1, and also YouTube, please.
Yeah, just type anything na range from 1 to 10. Yun.
Just type 1 to 10. Okay. All right. So we have on our Zoom, we have at least 20, 14 attendees. On Facebook, we have 60 attendees. On YouTube as well, we have 40. So at least 100 that we are na to.
Oh, nice.
Na last minute, send ko na lang sa group chat eh. Pero here we go. All right. Okay, so let's get it on. The first part natin, guys, is Jay will help us identify or also give us a definition what is algorithm trading and different types of algo. So go ahead, Jay. Take it over.
Let's go.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
Pakilala ka
first of all, very quickly lang. 30 seconds.
Mr. Suabe. Okay, go ahead.
Walang bigote din. No? Alright, so a faithful husband, yun yung inuna ko kasi sasapakin ako ng asawa pag hindi ko sinulat. May dalawa na akong anak, maliliit pa, so dapat talaga magkayod. At the same time, full-time job, workmates kami ni Prof. John. Also, I'm a graduate of Voice Investors Page Masterclass. So, last 2020 ba, nung nag-pandemic, work from home muna. So, looking at something new ba to learn. So, yun. Buti, actually, matagal na akong niyayaya ni Prof. John. Few years back nung nagsimula siya. And so, when the pandemic hit, so, yun. Isa yun sa mga nakamotivate sa akin. So, at the same time, as a trader, emotional trader ako. So, that's the reason why I prefer systems trading. And that's where nagsimula yung journey ko with using EA. So, I started with stocks, ventured to Forex, and ang focus is on Forex auto trading. Talaga, habang may work ako, but it does not mean loyalty is on EA purely. I still believe on discretionary trading. So, at the same time, I'm looking forward to find automated trading for equities. Hopefully, may makita tayo. Minsan kasi, karamihan mo sa Forex talaga. Next. And so, just a disclaimer, trading or using Forex analysis tools and software to assist you in trading carries a high level of risk. So, only trade with capital you can afford to lose. Very important. The following information that will be presented is for education purposes only, and it's our goal tonight, our objective tonight, to share the information with regards to automated trading. And for you to make informed decision whether to use it to try it or to diversify your risk money or your investment money. So one should evaluate the risk tolerance and personal financial situation before trading. Okay, so let's get to the meat of the discussion. So what is algo trading? So basically, algo trading, it's the process of trading using algorithms. So where buy and sell signals are generated and or executed by a computer code. So when we say algorithm, parang siyang simply put, parang siyang trading strategy mo in mind. So yung ginagamit mo na, you find siguro a trading edge, the way you trade. So it's a process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem-solving operations, especially by a computer. So very basic example of a trading strategy na pwedeng i-code or i-program ito an algo. So, for example, you want to buy 50 shares of a stock when its 50-day moving average goes above the 200 moving average. Another example, if you will buy, if the 50-day moves sa 200, I mean, goes above, you want to sell naman the stock when its 50-day moving average goes below. So that's very, very basic example. You can ask a programmer to code that for you and have it run for you automatically. So basically, ganun the next. Please. So instead of you doing it manually, you let the you let the program, the algo run it for you. So for example, if you're a trader, you have a trading system in mind na yun na yung ginagamit mo. So you can ask a developer to develop it for you, to program it for you to a code. Now this code can be run on a computer or maybe a private server, and then it should be run in an software na nagso-support ng auto trading, because not all softwares, diba? Not all trading platform supports auto trading for now. So the very popular one right now is MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5. Meron yung mga C-Trader, mga R-Trader, marami ng example honestly, but the very popular one is the MetaTrader 4.
Yeah, which is where you commonly using, no?
Right. And so once na program na, once na code na, once na paran na siya sa computer or private server, yun na yun, magrarana siya. It will assess the market situation dynamically, depending kung paano siya ng program at kung anong market. And so one of the isa sa mga very primary benefit is you save time as a trader, no? Especially if you don't want to sit on your desk all day long or may trabaho ka. So yan, isa siya.
Correct, no?
Next.
Yeah, magandang question din, no? But para to make it really interactive for everyone. Is it the same ba with the mechanical trading? Like you don't put emotions to it, diba? Like yung idea ng mechanically trading is it the same with the algo trading? Algo trading.
Yeah, kasi sa algo, di ba, walang emotions. So, yeah, pwede siyang systematic trading, mechanical trading. So, kaya ako in favor talaga sa auto trading, kasi yun nga, na-share ko kanina, I'm an emotional trader, made a lot of mistakes in the past. Kahit tama naman yung analysis ko, PA, Honda, but then I get emotional looking at the chart, at my position. Pero yun, yung mga ganun.
Even the risk management intact
correct.
Na, no? Minsan, no?
Correct. Minsan nga revenge trading, sabi ko, I lose dito, so lakihan.
Yeah, no. Yeah. So that follow-up question leads us to differentiating manual trading versus automated as well, no?
Yes.
Okay. So there you go. So okay, go.
So
the benefits,
one of the benefits muna, no? So primary benefits, one, trades are executed at the best possible price, okay? Best possible price siya kasi kung na-trigger na yung signal, automatic i-execute na. Not unless, di ba, kung human, dapat look at the chart, okay, parang okay na to or hindi. You're unsure. Di ba? So ito yung kagandahan ng automated trading. At the same time, order placement is instant and accurate. At the same time naman, simultaneous automated checks on multiple market conditions. So depende kung paano na program yung EA, or should I say the auto trader, the robot. So it can check on multiple time frames, can check on multiple indicators for more probable trades. So pwedeng ganun. So at the same time, it reduces risk of manual errors when placing trades. So very good example is, like for example, may mga traders in the morning, Philippine time. So in the morning, they want to place trades sa umaga and then let it run for the whole day. No? So sometimes, pag masyadong bagong gising, instead of buy, sell, instead of 1 cent lot size, naging 1 standard lot. Madami kaming experience dito. I mean, madami kaming mga kakilala na share ng experience. So, minsan naman, pumapabor sa kanila yung trade. So, blessing, di ba? 1 standard lot, iba-iba yung gains. Pero pag losing trade naman, hindi yung problema doon. So, isa yun sa benefit with auto trading. So, reduce risk of manual errors. At the same time, since it's algo, it can be back-tested using available historical and real-time data to see if it's viable trading strategy. So, sabihin na natin, you have a trading strategy in mind. So, gusto mong i-automate siya. So, you want to somehow get a perspective whether that trading strategy na develop mo, or parang hypothesis muna, di ba? So, to test mo siya through backtesting. So may paraan yun. And later on, as mentioned ni Prof. Jan, may live backtesting later. So something exciting to look at. Also, in backtesting, also what we call as historical data. So it's very important that you're going to use 99.9% quality tick data, meaning it's very near perfect to the historical data. Mga candlesticks, indicators, etc. Kasi may iba, nanonotice ko, this is with observation for the past experience. There are those na nag-represent ng backtesting, but they're just using very poor quality of data. And so with that,
so it means to say, the algorithm trading must be accompanied with statistic, which is using as backtesting.
Yes,
definitely.
So, I believe may iba hindi naniniwala sa backtesting, but so far kasi sa mga professionals na naririnig, nababasa, nakikita ko, talaga in favor sa backtesting, because how would you know that your hypothesis of a trading strategy has an edge in the past? Kasi if it has an edge in the past, you can expect it to work in the future.
Correct.
Okay? Lalo na kung maraming years of backtesting, na hindi lang 6 months, hindi lang 3 months.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So there, okay na to? Yan, all right. So there you go.
Basically.
Diba? Yan, so mga natin yan. So, kasi ako dito sa kaliwa, ikaw sa kanan. Diba? Okay. So, get to this. The human trader really has a brain, can think outside the box. Yes, that's being creative as human.
Yun talaga.
No? And we can check the fundamentals if we decide to pursue the trade or not.
Correct.
No? And if we can decide to stop trading if the TP is hit, or even we can adjust it if we want to trail stop, sell on strength, optimize 50%, make a decision tayo dun eh. Whatever in the current condition of that market. But that's but as human trader as we are always emotional, no? Kaya nga may quote na always follow your head above your heart, because that's why it's on top, no? But it's not happening all the time, di ba? That's the problem.
Yes.
That's why
correct.
That's why algorithm trading help us automate perfectly with discipline that we actually don't have consistently. Sino dito? Type on the chat box, number 10. Talagang sobrang disiplina mo, no? Whatever happens sa'yo, sobrang disiplina mo, number 10 on the chat box.
Si Jeff.
Diba? Okay. Ikaw, isa ka din. Kung guilty ka na you have a plan, sometimes you deviate from it, no? Type number 5 on the chat box, diba? And the good thing about robot trading is because it does not feel any fatigue and can trade multiple market at the same time. Diba? So, kahit di niya makita, ma-miss mo yung opportunity, basta nakaset yung sa chart mo sa algorithm, iti-trade niya kasi na-set mo.
Right.
Yun yung kagandahan na hindi mo kailangan tingin, you have multiple eyes in general. And last but not the least, there you go. It does not get tired because on Forex trading, it trades 24/5 all throughout the week. Diba? So that's the advantage of difference between those, no? Unless talagang yung mukha mo flat affect, pwede ka sa kabila. Pero pag nag-i-smile ka, umiyak ka kahit paano, nandito ka sa kaliwa, no? So may advantage at disadvantage siya. Definitely, okay? So there you go. So let's go to the next slide. Yan, all right. So the types of algo, go ahead, Jay.
Okay, so basically, may basic two types of algo. So there are others, no? But ito yung very common, and ito yung mga algo na madaling very accessible sa mga retail traders. So we have indicators and we have expert advisors. So itong expert advisor, ito yung auto traders. So when you say indicators, basically ilalagay mo lang siya sa MT4 chart mo, and then it will continually monitors the market for buy sell opportunities, and it has a feature wherein it will send alert either sa cellphone mo or sa email. Okay? And then if may trading opportunity. So it's up to the trader now whether to take the trade or not. So pwede niyang, may alert, check ko yung chart. Okay, good trade for me. So you execute it manually. So for expert advisors naman, so para siyang indicators na rin, however, automatically executed. So instead of you manually executing the trade, si robot na. So these are programs that run on a trading platform. So na-mention ko kanina, the very popular ones that supports auto traders, MetaTrader 4 at 5, no? but mostly 4 muna so far. So used to monitor and trade financial markets using algorithms. They find opportunities according to the parameters you set, then open a position automatically. And once your position is open, the EA can manage your trades by placing stops, trailing stops, and limits. So siya na yung nagmamanage ng trade.
Definitely. So yan, there you go. So may dalawa. So this is an example of the indicator. So may lalabas dyan, there's a sell signal. Are you gonna enter it manually on your MT4 or your trading account? Or you're gonna set TP before the market reverse on the short position. And this is also an example of a auto trading. Ang daming posisyon na dikit-dikit. Dikit-dikit. Okay. So dami niya, kita mo, on the grid trading niya, ang dami niyang posisyon and at the same time, grid trading siya.
Kung sa tao, hindi yan kayang mag-open ng ganyan karami. Buy, sell pa at the same time. If you check the chart, buy, sell pa yan. Sabay-sabay.
Sabay-sabay pa, no? Ayan, no? May buy, may sell. Depende, nag-hedge on its own. No?
Yeah.
Ang lupit pag-isip niyan. Okay. Alright. So there are few types in EA based on market behavior. So of course, a trend follower that works best in designed open position based on the trend of the trend and analyzes short or long position and based using a moving average or additional indicator to confirm an entry or exit, but really relies on momentum. It means to say that trend follower are not good for mean reverting market or sideways market.
Correct.
So momentum talaga siya. So dapat if gagamit ka ng trend follower, ilalagay mo siya sa mga trending markets. Hindi ka lalagay sa sideways markets. So marami kang talo doon.
May mga ganong factors.
So another one is a counter trender. May ganito din na it always plays on a sideways market but kina-counter trend niya. It means to say that there are pairs who are really based on statistic that really kumbaga mean revert o bumabalik siya sa dati niyang posisyon every time it hits a support and resistance in the bigger picture. So when opens, of course, the current market trend, anticipation that the price movement will eventually retrace. Yan. So there. For trending markets, there you go. Like GBP, JPY. And this one, and USD, JPY as an example. So this is like a trend following, of course, no? Buy position and a sell position because it hits a certain resistance, no? So, yung pace sa dyan. So, yun lang. Maganda siya because trending ang kinukuha niya. So, mean reverting is always sideways and open sa position on a short if it hits a major resistance and buy or long position on a short if it hits a range of support. Okay. So, the different styles. Ito. Maganda tong pag-usapan. Ayan ko, yummy to. Okay. Go ahead, Jay, for Martingale.
So, yun, di ba, different markets, may mga trending, may mga mean reverting market. So, it's very important then to consider kung anong type of market tinitrade mo at ano yung strategy na ginagamit mo. Okay, so, for example, ito, one of the trading styles and strategies, ito very common isa to sa mga very common EAs. If you venture on expert advisors of the traders, ito talaga yung una mong nakikita. Correct. Si Martingale cost averaging. So, can be highly profitable at the same time high risk. So that's the innate of cost averaging. Highly profitable at the same time high risk din siya. So it works by increasing exposure on losing trade. So if yung one position mo naka-drawdown and then it's moving against your position, it will keep opening more positions tapos bigger lot sizing. So more exposure.
Or fix.
More exposure siya.
Or fix.
Pwede ring fix. Yes, may mga auto traders na fix din siya. So results in lowering of your average entry price. So only need few winning position during a retracement to get out in profit will not cut your losses. So ito pala. Depending pagkagawa niya, most of the time hindi siya nagka-cut ng losses but over the course of time, nakikita ko may mga cost averaging na naglalagay na ng stop loss to protect the capital, which is good kasi isa yun sa mga isa yun sa mga downside ng Martingale cost averaging kasi hindi siya nagka-cut losses. Especially if you're mahit ka ng spike or you're trading a trending market. So, yep. Meron namang grid trading. So, ito sa grid naman, in a chart or in a pair, meron siyang parang north hemisphere at south hemisphere. So, orders above the middle, no? So, pwede siyang mag-sell depende kung counter trender. Pwede siyang mag-buy kung trend following din siya. So, pag below naman the grid, no, pwede siyang tawag dito, pwede siyang mag-buy, mag-sell depending on the strategy, depending on the strategies in place, kung ika-counter trend mo ba or go with the trend mo siya. May example ko later.
Yeah, so ikaw mismo magse-set kung anong gagawin mo, trending or sideways. Ikaw usually mga ganyan ikaw nagse-set eh.
Yes.
Yeah, and last but not the least, Jay.
Correct.
Scalping. Yan, go.
So, eto naman. Wala pa akong nakikita, bro. Well, sa scalping.
Scalping. Wala ka nakita?
Yan. For scalping, so, meron na. So, it's a style that specializes in profiting off of small price changes and making a fast profit off what is selling. Mga 5-15 pips TP usually trades the breakouts and breakdowns in the lower time frame. So, uses many indicators to confirm entries. No, normally it has a high win rate, usually above 90%, and it takes 10 to 20 wins to offset a single loss. So, can cut losses, relies heavily on robust historical data. So, 10 years or more na backtesting. Kung mag-survive siya, then pwede siyang i-live test. So, selective trading hours to avoid volatility. So, selected lang yung time frame, selected lang yung hours of session. So, hindi siya whole day nagtitrade, unlike sa mga cost averaging Martingale or grid. So, pinipili niya lang yung pairs niya, tapos pinipili rin niya yung trading hours.
Honestly, ako as a manual trader, using this trading strategies, na-inculcate ko sa trading style ko eh. Example, scalping, no? Pili ka lang ng mga less volatile hours para kita mo yung walang masyadong spike sa Forex.
Correct.
Pwede kang gumamit ng Martingale, pero isa-semi-Martingale mo siya, hindi ka totally open. Maximum 3 positions lang, okay ka na.
That's coming from you, Prof, na with the experience na, and you personally, meron ka ng ginagawang system together with the auto traders, which is good. Which is
mas maganda kung matry mo mismo mag-automated, then you can play around with your strength. Example, you're a scalper trader. May bot ka. Sabayan mo na mas malaking lot size, nakita mo maganda opportunity. 'Di ba? So, because the EA must be live if maganda yung backtested data niya. As mentioned in the slide, dapat at least 90% win rate before ma-live. Plus, 10 years or more, robust historical data. Kung walang ganyan, wag niyo papasukin yan kasi walang data. Like, parang nagturo sa'yo na barbero lang. Marunong ka maggupit. Ano experience mo? Ngayon pa lang, ikaw una. Okay, di ba? Mahirap yun. Di ba? Makakalibukan ng di oras niyan. Di ba? Okay? There you go. So that's the different styles. We can actually explain what Martingale is, and this is just an example. Go ahead, Jay.
Okay, so ito, example of Martingale strategy in action. So basically, you will place $1. So the flip result, toss coin pala to, toss coin example. So you place $1, tapos the result, heads, panalo ka. So the equity mo, from 10, naging 11. So next naman, heads ka pa din, tapos tails, talo ka 10. So sa next naman, you still bet on the heads. This time, instead of $1, $2 na siya. So tails, talo ka, equity mo 8. Tapos lastly, you double your position, di ba? Because you want to recover the losses fast. No? So heads ka pa din. This time yung wager mo $4 na. The flip result, heads, panalo ka, $12 yung equity mo, which is good. Di ba? Maganda tingnan.
Maganda tingnan. Okay. Kaya mo bang yung loss in equity initially before ka manalo?
Right.
Okay. Alright. There, you have something to say, Sir Jeff?
Wala pa naman.
Wala pa. Okay. Sige, batin lang, sir, if meron.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Let's go. Okay.
Now, what if, so same Martingale cost averaging. So you bet on the heads, wager mo $1, tails yung result, so loss ka, equity mo $9 this time. So next, heads, wager mo $2, tails, talo ka pa din, 7 na yung equity mo. Third time, kasi talo ka, di ba? You have to double your position. So this time, instead of 2, gagawin mo 4, heads pa rin yung bet mo. Result, tails, talo ka. So the equity, $3. So the heads, lastly, hindi mo na kayang mag-double ng wager, di ba? So $3 na lang. So if talo ka pa din, you will end up with 0 na. So So that's very basic explanation how the Martingale works.
So, sir, so kung ganyan yung setup sa Martingale, dapat medyo mahaba yung PC natin dyan.
Yeah, exactly, Sir Jeff. Exactly, Sir Jeff.
Hanggat hindi ka
pwedeng-
manalo, dapat may binibet ka, di ba?
Yes.
Tama.
Yes.
Kaya nga, hanggang kaya mo, di ba?
Yes.
Ayan.
Kaya I think that's the reason why over the course of time, mga martingale cost averaging, naglalagay na sila ng stop loss. So yun yung isa sa mga parang improvement kumbaga sa strategy na to. At the same time, pinipili rin yung markets na pinitrade. Hindi lahat. No?
Tsaka number of pairs. Hindi mo basta lahat i-trade, lahat ng pairs. Kasi baka hindi kaya ng kapital mo, nasa second head ka pa lang, ubus na. Kasi lahat ng pera tinid mo talo na.
Correct.
Di ba?
Sa first pa lang, sa first position pa lang, high risk ka na masyado, nag-all in, di ba? So, few trades lang yan, pipe out.
Yeah, no? So talagang pag you're using a martingale, initially, in Forex trading, dapat malaki yung capital mo.
Yun talaga.
O optimize yung capital mo based sa number of pairs na tinitrade. Di ba?
If you will use this Martingale.
Correct. Tama.
Okay.
Alright. Next tayo. Okay, ito sample. Ano to? Sample ng Martingale? Dikit-dikit ah. Okay. Dikit-dikit ah. Okay. Next tayo dyan. Alright. So, ito yung tsura. O, yan. Kaya mo ba yung ganyan? Psychologically. Naka-standard account ka. Pero tingnan mo yung recovery trade. 6 lot. Isang trade lang, nag-close profit. Ang laki. Diba? Pero during the course of time, ito yung magiging until before nag-reverse yung market. But, of course, hindi natin alam kailan eh. So, this 6 lot na to, possible to, nag-negative 1,000 ba to?
So nag-ano siya, nag-hedging siya, no? Buy and
sa
sell
it's, yeah, depende sa chinat. Ay, of course, pwede, no? Pero on this chart, I think nag-sell lang siya lahat.
Sell lang siya to.
Sell lang siya. Okay. There you go. So, next tayo. Ito, Jay. Isa sample din, no? Nag-start sa 0.01 lot size, 0.2, 0.3. But pagdating niya ng 0.5, 0.6, possible konting drawdown lang to. Then, totally, nag-reverse yung market. Ayun, offset lahat ng talo. Then, close with the profit.
Correct.
Ang difference lang yan ng strategy ng Martingale is kailan siya magtitipi. Yun yung difference. So,
kailan siya mag-retrace?
Kailan siya magre-replace. So, depende yan sa magiging strategy. Is it 30% lang ba? Dito lang ba siya? Tipi na ba siya dyan? Example, yung dito yung first position, dito yung last position. Saan ako magtitipi based on setting? 50%, 40%, o dito ka. Syempre, dapat pag exit mo, profit ka. Diba? Kasi ang problem dyan, what if bumabagsak, no? Nagbabay ka. Tapos, ang sinet mo na setting sa martingale mo, sabihin natin 60% retracement. Yan. Hindi umabot, 50% bumalik. Doon ka ubos. Okay. Yun yung problem sa martingale din.
Yeah, so,
depende. Dapat
kaya yung iba, kaya yung iba, chine-check din nila yung mga positions. Tapos they do TA, they do fundamental. Sabi nila, okay, parang okay na ako nito, baka babagsak pala. Ito-close ko na lahat. Pwedeng ganun.
Manual mo na. Basta marunong ka. Tsaka ni-educate ka na kasama mo. Kasi like right what we're doing right now. So later we're gonna explain how Izanagi works, ano yung mga niya, para tayo mismo as traders, we know na before pa siya again, na-ITP na natin. Isa din 'yon. So para alam natin kasi mahirap, we're doing something that we don't understand. Plus pinapabayaan natin fully because it's fully automated. So yun din yung isa doon na kailangan natin matutunan. All right, there you go. So let's continue, Jay.
All right. Next.
Yan, okay. This is an example of a cost averaging. So there's a question here on Facebook. Is Izanagi a cost averaging martingale? Yes, but the main difference of Izanagi is as high IQ filtering. It does not trade prior the red folder. Plus, it is hindi siya fixed lot size, meaning nag-average down siya pare-pareho. So ginagawa niya is nag-add siya incremental para pag nag-reverse, konting reverse lang kuha na niya. Last but not the least, ang difference ito kasi makikita niyo sa ibang martingale. If you have an experience with martingale, what if yung market ganito maglaro? Diba? Ganyan maglaro. Uy, diba? Yung posisyon mo, dikit-dikit. Patay, dito yung iba, dito yung iba, dito yung iba. Yan ang mismong problem. Or dyan, may isa may dalawang posisyon dyan. Kasi may mga spike na nangyayari. So the advantage of our Izanagi later, we will explain with you. So this is built on micro account. Okay, look at the current drawdown. We optimized it on July 8. Currently, up to date, it's 42%. The initial capital is 250. So in-optimize ko na, dinoble ko na yung buffer kasi nga pataasan ng PC pag nag-drawdown, dinoble ko na para sure. Diba? Para hindi ko na siya i-monitor. So far, it's highly gaining a lot. No? Later, I'm gonna also check it with you. This is my initial standard account. No? Personal. It's already 171%. Started last January. After optimization ng July, it really ballooned with the performance because we understand perfectly the drawdown was a problem because ang tinestan namin ng what if standard account 1K lang. So, kaya biglang lumaki yung drawdown.
Stress test yan. 1K,
stress,
1K
baga, starting standard. Sa micro, okay na siya dun sa 250. Pero so far, sa standard, di siya pwede ng $1,000 lang. Okay, so far, it actually gained with, we started 1,000. Then ngayon, nasa 3K na yung capital. But basically, again, since a very high risk, yes, the drawdown because naging stress test nga siya. So far, it's earning already by $2,000. Started on January 18 and so far on this one. So, if you have a Martingale, if hindi siya nagso-survive at least a quarter, delikado yun. Okay?
So anong system yung gamit ni,
Izanagi.
Izanagi.
Martingale, cost averaging.
Martingale. Okay.
Later, papakita ko sa yung yung details.
Yun.
Okay.
Kailan siya nagbabato, kailan...
Yes, papakita natin. Alright. Grid trading, Jay.
Ito sa grid trading naman, very straightforward. As you can see, di ba, meron siyang North Hemisphere tsaka South. So basically, if isa-set mo siya, like for example, if the price goes up above the line, the median line, gusto mong magbabay siya. Tapos may mga maliliit na lines, di ba? So every time nahihit yung line dyan, mag-open siya ng position. So depende kung naka-fixed lot size ka, naka-incremental, or lot size multiplier ka 1.4, 1.5, depende sa. So same goes sa baba. So yan yung grid. So meron siya mga lines, once ma-hit sa price doon, i-execute yan yung trade.
Yeah, di ba? So ang dami matututunan sa robot kahit yung magagawa mo sa manual trading. Depende lang kung so yan, so ganda. Alright, scalping. Okay. Go ahead, Jay.
Scalping. Sa scalping, 30 minutes time frame. So, maliitan lang yung TP, 7, 10 pips. So, yan yung mga example position niya. So, mga yellow, buy, yung blue sell.
So, very basic lang.
Yeah.
Ayan. Okay, this is a scalping EA.
Kaya mag-buy.
Already at 403%. Started last year. Right now, it's 403% with the drawdown of 17%. It only trades 3 a.m. in the morning, then opens another recovery trade if hindi niya may TP 4 a.m. until it hits a stop loss or a TP afterwards. So that's the system. Later we're gonna explain further ano yung mga scalping na you can actually try out.
Right.
All right. So expert variance. Go, Jay.
So, eto, di ba? So, merong mga different variants yan. Pwede yung mag-mix kasi guys, hindi lang like martingale lang lahat, gano'n. So, pwede siyang price action, depende sa close ng candle closure. So, pwede siyang mag-trend following dyan. Price action, pwedeng mean reverting din. Cost averaging, mean reverting. So, cost averaging, trend following din. So, nagpa-follow siya ng trend, pero nagpa-cost average pa din siya. Mga gano'n. So, with grid trading, pwede siyang with the trend na grid, pwede siyang against the trend grid. So pwede ganun, depende kung paano mo siya sinet up. So there's also trend scalpers and there's trend reversal scalpers. And lastly, meron itong tinatawag na hybrid, no? So the hybrid is the combination of this multiple variants. So pwede siyang mag cost average, limited position lang. based din siya sa price action, mag-open ng entry price niya. So, pwede siyang mag-scalp with the trend, pwede siyang mag-scalp against the trend. So, depende kung ano yung signal na trigger, tapos na-execute yung position.
Alright, so in general, kumbaga may COVID-19, since nag-a-adjust sa market, nagkaroon ng mga variants. Yun ang ibig sabihin nito. To put it short, no? Nagkaroon siya ng mga different option na pwede niyang gawin based on general strategies. To put it short. Okay, so last slide. Of course, in automated trading, of course, it carries a high level of risk. Again, as we always say, past performance is not indicative for future result. And that's why don't put money that cannot
These
afford
guys,
to lose.
Yes. No? One of the best.
Wag pagpapahayop sa gains, but syempre dapat yung willing to lose kasi may risk pa din yan. And can be used, and most importantly, can be used to diversify your portfolio.
Lang, guys. Never go all in.
Yeah, di ba? So if the US market is at the top, PSC market is sideways or talagang pangit, di ba? At least you have another portfolio ready for Forex trading kasi very liquid, okay? And you can do shorting and also long positions. Okay, and of course, as traders here watching live, as Batman Technicals, Wise Investors PH, no, and also who have not yet idea, of course, having a technical analysis is an edge kasi naintindihan mo manual TV mo siya. Naintindihan mo din how it's function kasi mahirap din na nag-trust ka lang sa isang EA, hindi mo alam yung DNA, hindi mo rin alam paano i-exit. Kaya we're here tonight to present with you the different types in general and also our passion to share what we have right now as a family. Okay? So, Sir Jeff, meron ka bang additional dyan before I proceed to the next part of the presentation?
Hindi. Sige, tuloy lang. So far, okay naman.
Yan, naka-mute ka. Wait lang.
Oo nga.
Sorry, sa-mute ka. Yan, go ahead.
Ayan, wait lang okay naman siya so far. So, ang maganda dyan, so, if ever lang, for example, nag-execute siya ng trades, no? Based on AI and parameters niya. And then, naisipan mong i-check. And it just so happen, nakita mo rin yung chart na parang, alam nyo yun. So, pwede mo siyang i-manual, di ba? Pwede mo siyang manually close.
Definitely pwede.
Or, meron kang open position, pwede ka rin mag-manual trade ng open position.
Wag lang kung sa may EA kasi para hindi magka-problema yung capital mo lalo na pag mga Martingale. Or syempre mas maganda ibang MT4 para matrack mo yung performance mismo ng robot mo.
Okay.
Diba?
Correct.
Yeah.
So yung ginagawa ko sa iba, Sir Jeff, is sinasabayan nila pero using a separate account.
Ayun,
for example, sa
sir.
averaging, for example, sobrang dami na ng position. So it gives us a signal na baka the reversal is near kasi madami ng position. So you look at the chart, you do manual sa ibang account. Pwede mo siyang sabayan. So mga ganun.
Yeah, maganda yun. Maganda strategy. Kwentuhan natin yan later. Okay, so let me transition to our next part. Now, how can we help you as traders? How can we present with you this portfolio that we have aside from like investing in PSE or US market or those that you can diversify as mentioned in the slide, no? So again, Wise Investors PH is inviting you to also to create a robot portfolio that can help you learn and earn in the Forex market if you don't have any experience or idea first, no? This is my current performance as of to date. This is my earnings from August to date. I'll start with what we have is a trend follower. That is actually have a trade calls that we have on Telegram. So we actually have an indicator as mentioned in there and also manual check namin kung ipapadala ba namin o hindi. That could have results. Our mantra here is where profits is our results and we are statistical based team. So from trade calls namin from August 1 to date, I already earned $2,500 for that. You can check my FX book. I can send it with you on the chat box. My Valkyrie is also a long-term investor scalping hybrid. I'm going to explain it later. What is that? You can set the risk 15 to 50% to 5% to 50%, depende. From August 1 up to date, I already have $130 I also have a conservative Valkyrie. Later, I'm going to explain what is mode 1 and mode 2. Up to date, it gave me $1,156 automated. And my Izanagi standard, the cost averaging Martingale strategy natin na meron update from August 1, it gave me at least a month, no? $1,000. If you actually combine it all, pwede na, no? Sir Jeff, pwede na ba yan? May pangregalo na ba ako sa Pasko sa'yo?
Naku, pwede ngang ano eh.
Kung mag-consistent yan, pwede na.
Oo.
Di ba?
Kailan mo papadala?
Pag-usapan natin yan. All right. So there. So how can we help you as partners, no? How can we help you earn in the forex market through this community? Sige, go ahead.
Pwede ba tayong pasample ng live dyan?
Pwede, wala problema. Ano ba gusto mong live?
Yung ibang live natin next time na yon, yung live trading. Meron ka ba?
Yung mismong robot. Okay, JJ, pasend ako ng VPS. Send natin yung Valkyrie. Alright.
Hindi, para makita lang nila na...
Backtesting. Okay, sige, later.
Yes.
Okay, sige, later.
Iba pa rin yung...
Backtesting or live trading mismo?
Live trading. I mean, yung kasing mga screenshot natin ng profit, baka sabihin lang nila, kaya tayo nag-live ngayon kasi profitable. I mean, di ba?
Okay,
so,
tama.
Bigyan natin ng isang live.
Sige, no
Gusto
problem.
Gusto ko makita para...
Yeah.
Ayun, may tanong Zero sa chat box.
Sige, anong tanong natin sa chat box? Third follower, EA ba? Mag-open kami session then na magka-close ng game. Yan, i-explain natin yan later.
Yun,
so, this presentation, lahat yan, mape-present yan dito. Thank you for asking, Alvin, Sir Jeff. And on the chat box, you can ask it. So again, my mantra always is risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. That's why we're here to educate everyone and also to explain ano ba yan. That's why we actually created a portfolio that you can have an option based on your personality, on your current financial situation. So you can, if you have no experience in Forex, you want to start experience in Forex, we have a trend follower. This is for free. But as a question here on the chat box, yes, it's 80% automated, 20% manual. Bakit ganun? 100% automated siya, but we optimize it. We actually got this EA para yung users mismo magko-close. Para alam niya paano paganahin yung platform. And since 0.01 lang siya ang lot size all throughout and trading only 5 pairs, you can, hindi siya masyadong magalaw. Like, minsan nag-open siya, then magko-close pa after 4 days. So, matagal. So, para mas maging active siya, ang ginagawa natin, we give capital building strategy with 90% win rate trade calls every 4 to 6 p.m. to Telegram. So lahat ng subscriber, 10 follower, our goal here is to unlock your interest in Forex, but we want you also to earn by utilizing the EA with free plus trade calls with a historical data of 90% win rate. So katulad dito, no? 40% win rate. So like on your screen, last July, ito yung mga users natin already made 100%, no? 253% and 200% club using these strategies. May trade calls plus 10 follower. So ito yung personal account ko dito, this one. Yung ano ba gusto mo live? Live account mismo na MyFX? O live na EA?
Live na EA.
Sige. Yun, Jay, paredy ako nung Jay, yung mga VPS. So, this is my trade call account. I-show ko na lang. Pakita ko na lang mismo. Basta ito na yun Pakita ko na lang mismo. Paano. My FX book. Okay, ito. Ayan. Okay. This is my FX book. So, if you're gonna subscribe here, makikita naman dito yung mga trades mo. No? Ayan. Kita on the screen. Same lang yan. 157, 73% balance in there. So, same on the screen. This is my manual trading account. I just had this screenshot para hindi matagal yung presentation. So from mix na siya ng trend follower and mix na siya ng manual trade calls natin. So this is just an example recently, last week. This is our journal. From September 6 to September 10, we actually deploy 949 pips with 20 trades at green, only one losing trade. This is just one sample. And this is yung tanong. So may backtesting ba tayo? Meron. So we have a premium automated EA as hybrid scalper. We name it Valkyrie. No? It's a 15 years of backtesting data, Sir
Yun.
Jeff. So it means to say that it survived in the past 15 years with historical data and 100% automated. This is suited for investors because boring siya on a daily basis. Kasi it only trades 3 a.m. in the morning, tulog ka pa, pagkagising mo, possible close na yung profit, nag-cut loss na ba, or meron siyang recovery trade na sinasabi. So it functions with two settings, mode 1 and mode 2. So isang active mode, isang conservative mode. Very long, stable, and here's the good thing about it. A Valkyrie have an auto compounding that really makes money, and as your money grows, it auto compounds the position. So it means right now, if it's opening example on a dollar setting, open position mo is $100. Nagtipin na ng $100, naging 1,000. In the next year, tagwa 1,000 na yung auto compound niya, automated. It reads your portfolio as it is. If you put a capital, siya na bahala magbasa kung ilan yung lot size na i-open niya. So, ano ba yung performance ito? Hindi ko na ito i-play, pero just play ko na lang. Okay. Okay, so diretso na natin to para tayo sa oras natin. Ayan, alright. Okay, this is the 15 years of backtesting data. Alright, so we had the 15 years later, breakdown pa natin yan. But initially here, what we did, kasi kung magsaset ng risk settings ni Valkyrie, Jay, paredo ako ng VPS tsaka ng backtesting. So, ang gagawin dito ni Valkyrie, pipili ka ng settings mo between your capital. Example, lalagay mo 20% risk settings. Lalagay ka ng 50,000 pesos. So, ang ginawa dito sa backtesting nito, naglagay siya ng $10,000 at 20% risk. So, meaning, pag umabot ng 20% risk, auto-cut loss. Close muna siya, hindi mo na siya mag-trade until i-on mo siya. So, meron siyang fail-safe button na magsa-stop siya. Let's look at the past 15 years of data. On above, this is the conservative mode when mode 1. So, mode 1, conservative, very selective ang trading niya. From the drawdown percentage, it did not hit the 20%. 8% lang ang pinakamalaki niya based on historical data na drawdown. Since nag-auto compound siya si mode 1, it rate profit of percentage of 5,000% in percentage. So it means to say, the money from your $10,000 already $500,000 in the past 15 years. How does it sound with you, Sir Jeff? Pwede ka nang bumili ng yacht.
Wait, kinocompute ko
Okay,
lang.
okay.
Ilan ba annual rate niyan? Wait lang.
Okay.
5,000
Alright.
divide 15. Sige.
Okay. Mode 1 yan, conservative.
Okay.
The mode 2 is active. So it means to say, every day may trade siya. Si mode 1 kasi possible the whole week, isang trade, dalawa lang. Si mode 2, have so active, we put it at 25% risk as well. Same capital. Then, the good thing about it, 25% risk, tinamaan niya lang na drawdown is 20%. Hindi siya umabot sa total drawdown niya. And look at the percentage in profit based on historical data. On Facebook right now, we're gonna do some live testing on Touchbox. Bigyan mo ako, Sir Jeff, ng isang taon lang tayo para hindi masyado para mabilis.
Sure. Sige.
Okay, Jay, you can share this kasi mamaya na. Isip ka ng taon, capital mo. Backtest natin ng taon. Kahit anong taon, kahit pandemic, kahit ano dyan. In the past 15 years. Starting from 2006. Check natin. Kasi meron tayong data, 99%. So, based on the performance on the past 15 years, it already made 114,000.
Gusto ko yan kasi hindi siya preset. So, ako mag-iisip ng taon. Gusto ko yan.
Oh, yeah.
So, try natin.
Wait lang. Before you go, para makita mo paano yung siniset.
Sure.
Okay, ganun ko lang to. Tingnan dito ha. The profit made from that $10,000 after 15 years, hindi ko na mabilang sa dami nito. That's $11 million. Kasi nga nag-auto compound siya here on Boldo.
So, meaning, Brads, after 15 years, meron na ba tayong ganyan?
Most likely, based on backtesting, but again, past performance is not indicative for future.
Yeah, but at least there's this chance, no?
Yes, definitely.
Correct.
Definitely.
Kahit
okay, Jay.
lang dyan, no?
Pwede na, di ba? Okay, Jay. Can you log in to your Okay, so papakita natin paano gagawin ng backtesting para hindi siya bogus, hindi rin sa ano, i-check mismo ni Jay on the screen para mismo kayo makita nyo how this works on backtesting. Sorry, audio mo. Okay, go ahead. Yan. Isip ka na ng data mo, Sir
Sorry.
Jeff.
Sorry, hindi tayo nagkaintindihan kahapon. Yung na-ready ko ano lang eh. Sorry, 2020.
Okay lang.
2020 data.
Sige, pwede yan.
Yes.
Pandemic.
I refresh it eh. But,
refresh mo?
ano,
Okay,
guys,
sige.
Sige, pwede
Sige.
na yan, sir. At
2020
least makita na
Alright,
the
sige.
2020 is the
Pero meron akong data in the past
stress
15 years,
year.
sir. Sige. Okay, go ahead, Jay. Meron kang kahit mga before? Before
Wala.
2019, 2018.
Hindi
Sige,
pwedeng
okay.
ma-backtest. Ano lang, yung na-prepare ko na data is sa
Sige, pakita
2020
natin.
lang.
Sige, share your screen. Para makita paano sinaset yung backtesting. You can share your screen, Joy. So, pero meron akong past performance in the past 50 years ng YTD growth niya para makita natin.
Gusto
Yung
lang,
tapos na,
ano,
result na. Go ahead, Jay.
utang ko sa iyo yan, Sir Jeff. You can think of a year. I'll prepare the data.
Yun?
Kailangan kasi siya ng historical data. Without the historical data, hindi mag-run yung
Naman
backtest.
Pwede nating
Sige.
ayusin yan. Okay,
sige.
yung
Sige, Jay.
2020
Go, Jay.
muna.
2020. So this is what happened in 2020 ba? Do you have
Let's share
idea? Can I share screen? Okay,
Ano
wait
bang
lang.
nangyari sa 2020?
Pandemic.
Yeah.
Pandemic first year.
Ano pa? Yung sa Israel? That was 2020, right?
Sa
Or
din
this
yun.
year yun?
Oil crisis. Sa din.
No, yung
Jay,
Palestinian.
okay na, Jay. Isa din. Palestinian War.
2020 ba yun or this year?
Taal volcano sa Pilipinas.
Taal volcano,
Okay. Alright, on this chart, this is what we do the backtesting. So maglalagay ka ng year, lalagay ka ng... Pero kailangan ma-load mo muna yung historical data. So binibili kasi siya. So sobrang laki ng data niya. So, ayan. So,
may libre sa MetaTrader 4 kaso it would only reach as high as 90%. So binibili yung 99.9%.
Para
Quality
every minute,
data.
kuha siya. Sige, go. 20.
Alright. So actually, 2020 hanggang at present, no? So let's also check
the current date. Sige.
Kasi the current data, based on performance din natin, kind of flat siya.
Yeah.
But
Correct.
let's see paano siya nag-perform.
Magkano kapital, Sir Jeff?
Yeah, magkano gusto mo, Sir Jeff?
Hindi, yung standard na pang Pinoy Capital lang para...
Magkano nga? Lagi ko na magsabi.
Ano ba yung minimum dyan?
$1,000.
1,000.
1,000. Sige.
Sige, 1,000. 1,000.
Come.
Right.
Hindi, baka hindi mo nakita yung delivery mo dun sa on.
Okay, go. Alright, so there.
So, magkano yung risk?
Ilan yung risk mo gusto from 1 to 50%?
2020 lang.
20%.
50, sige.
50% risk. Okay, 50% risk. Go ahead.
50? Okay.
Yeah, okay natin. Lakihan natin yung risk. Let's see kung
magso-survive.
Magso-survive niya.
Okay.
So, let's review while this is happening. What happened? What review on 2020 pandemic? So, since it's trading GBP CAD, this is also the time na may Brexit. So, affected talaga siya economically. Canadian dollar also relates to oil. Nag-zero balance ang oil. Nag-negative ang balance ang oil. So, most likely, this is the most stress test na wala na. Financial crisis, maliit lang yun compared to dyan sa nangyari nun. So, sunod-sunod in just 1 year. So, this is how the equity...
We did a lot of live backtesting na rin with the other groups.
Yeah.
So far, the 2020 yung pinaka-worst performing.
So, ito yung pinaka-worst pa na performance. So, yan. So, that's your the data. So, niraran na niya ngayon. Makikita natin yung result later. But let's keep it. Okay lang ba? Skip ko para makita niyo yung pinaka 15 years?
Sure.
While waiting.
Habang nagra-run yan, tignan natin yung iba.
Sige, okay. Yan. Alright. Nasaan ako? Am I back? Okay. So, ito yung 15 years na data. Alright, mode 1. So, paano siya nag-come up ng 5,000%? Tingnan dito, from 2006 to 2021, it does not have any losses per month. Kasi very conservative siya.
2006? Parang pinanganak pa lang ako noon, ha?
Yeah. So, 50 years old ka lang noon. Parang di ako naniwala.
15 years ago.
but on the backtesting, honestly, it really had a one negative month, okay, on the live account mismo. So, 1 lang siya in the past 3 years na pinorward test. But in the past 15 years on mode 1 ni Valkyrie, wala siyang red months. So on the screen. So this is the 15 years na backtesting data. Okay, so this is the backtesting data. Continue dito. Ito yon. So ginawa nito yung result mismo na pinakita natin kanina. So ito siya. Take data is 99%. So 99% quality. So this is mode 2. Mode 2 is a bit Christmas tree. But on the performance is nag-auto-compound siya. May mga months siya na negative. May mga months siya na grabe yung percentage na angat. But since it's auto-compound as your account grows, this is how it is. And honestly, guys, updated to until June.
Maganda yan, compounding. Kasi yung iba parang fix yung capital. So you need to withdraw your earnings or maging buffer lang siya. Hindi siya nagko-compound, no?
Yeah. The good thing about Valkyrie, long-term yung perspective mo talaga. And last but not the least with Valkyrie, what's good about Valkyrie, since it's auto-compounding as well, it has a recovery rate. So kung baka nag-negative siya dito, magre-recover yan mga 2 weeks prior or 2 weeks after trades. Kasi nga mataas yung win rate niya. So very active siya. Now, the good thing about what we offer, pwede ka mag-combine ng mode 1 and mode 2 in just one account. Hindi mo kailangan
I-split
bilhin
mo yung amount or how?
Yeah, pwede. Kasi si mode 1, very conservative. So, selective trade lang siya. So, minsan lang siya mag-trade. Si mode 2, everyday. So, minsan makakita ka 3 trades, minsan 2, minsan pinakamadami na yun. Pinakamadami na yung 7 pag nag-drawdown si mode 1. So, 7 to 8 na trades. So, this is the live account on US. So, the developer. So, August 11 nag-start, last 2020. Since very good siya, it's up to date, it's 456%. Kita nyo, combination to ng mode 1 and mode 2, may mga cut loss, but look at that, how the consistency works. So recently, may cut loss din siya. Okay, so Jay, let me check before I transition, nasan ka na date?
Nakamute siya, Brad.
Yeah.
Yan.
Nasang date ka na?
Ano na tayo? Nasa...
Bro, may tanong sa YouTube natin, no? So,
Okay.
paano ba po gawin ang trend following?
Paano gawin ang trend following? What do you mean, paano gawin? Paano mag-subscribe?
I guess, paano mag-subscribe or...
Paano
ganito na lang
sumali?
muna. Ano yung requirements sa trend following account? How much?
$500 capital. Yun
USD.
Lang. Plus VPS of
BPS is how much?
500 pesos
a
per
month.
Yeah. Lahat ng VPS na ginagamit natin, 500. Si Izanagi is 300 pesos kasi micro account.
I see.
So, yung instructions for paano gumawa, we will send it to Sir Jeff. Si Sir Jeff na lang magbigay ng Google form. Okay, so this is the current performance of Valkyrie. So since it's premium, okay, in US, they're paying this $120 per month. Let me repeat that, $120 per month ang binabayad sa US nito. But in the Philippine market, sa atin, $120 a year. Let me repeat that, $120 a year. We got the deal at $120 per year. So let me just give you a example of itsura nito para makita natin live. I hope may password ako dito. Wait lang. Jay, meron ka bang password? Bigyan ako password ito isa. DPS natin.
Sir Alvin,
sa Telegram.
Yung 250 daw na deposit and 250 from XM, pwede na siyang i-trend follow?
Pwede. That's a good thing about it. Meron 100% deposit si XM until September 31 na double your equity up to $500.
Oh, yun no. It did. Ayan, oh. Flash ko na rin sa screen ko. So,
yeah.
$250 plus $250
$250 lang.
Oh, edi dun ka na.
Pwede. Kahit si Izanagi.
Kahit si Isagani.
Isagani. Isagani. Meron kang BPS, Jay.
Share ko na lang?
Nice,
sige. Share mo na lang. Si Jay. So, ito yung tsura ni Valkyrie, guys. Jay will share it para makita nyo how is it look like. You can buy your own VPS on Valkyrie, but if you're gonna buy it outside, you need to pay $2,500 per month. sa
Magkano
VPS sa
BPS
labas.
mo, bro?
With a 8 gig RAM.
Pesos? BPM.
Ayan. So this is the itsura ni Valkyrie, guys. So kita niyo dito. Ayan, this is the account from ZF3. Si Deport. Yung sa akin na lang, Jay.
Problema na pag
Yung 15% risk ko. Yung Go Markets. May Go Markets ka.
Sorry. Ano to? IC Markets to na open eh.
Ito na lang yan, mode 1, no? Ito na lang mode 1. Okay, this is my mode 1. You can see there, this is the Valkyrie. Then, makita mo dito yung risk na nilagay ko is 50%. And then, pakita mo yung profit, Jay. Para makita na yung live profit, hindi lang screenshot. So, this is my conservative account. This is the profit na ginawa niya all throughout since July, I think. So, I had the profit of how much? $284. There you go, at the bottom.
24.
Mode 1 only.
The conservative mode.
Mode 1. Pero I put it at high risk of 50%. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, that's yan yung itsura ng VPS niya. So, can you check, Jay? Nasaan na tayo sa backtesting?
Yep. Nasa ano pa tayo? July.
Oh, yan. Sige, pakita natin currently. What's the performance?
Para at least may tayong overview.
Disable ko muna dito sa kabila. Dalawang device kasi gamit ko. Wait lang.
Sige.
Iba si sir. Isang Martingale, isang trend following device.
So, let me answer the question lang muna while you're setting it up. For $1,000 capital with mode 1 and mode 2 combo, sa 1K capital, parehas ba sila naka-reference auto compounding or hati sila? Pareho. It will auto compound diretso on your total equity pag gumamit ka ng combo. Meaning, sa isang account, meron kang Valkyrie mode 1 and Valkyrie mode 2. So far, sorry?
Yes, sir. While checking that, at least curious din yung karamihan. Gaano ka bilis mag-open and ano yung mga requirements, if ever?
Usually, every broker asks a proof of address, proof of bill, and ID.
ID. Okay. Yun naman siguro may mga ID naman tayo. Ang mahirap lang sa Pinas, no? Para makakuha ka ng valid ID, dapat meron kang valid ID na ipakita.
Diba?
So this is the performance of the live current data natin. We are already at July. We started at 2020. Look at the equity curve. No, sobrang tranching pababa, pataas bababa because of what? Oil crisis, Canadian crisis, nag-negative 2020 if you remember. Brexit talks. Which affects the EU or the GDP, Great Britain and Europe. So dami, pandemic. So it's trading a very high volatility, but Valkyrie trades must not be not volatile market. So during that time, tititingnan mo yung $1,000 mo, it's still profitable. Naka-profit ka pa din of how much? Nasaan ka profit mo ngayon?
$800.
$800.
$800.
Okay, so naka-profit ka pa din despite that situation. So if imagine mo naka-long-term account ka, di ka pa nagre-recover by this time, sigurado ako.
I-check natin kung hanggang saan ito magbo-bottom.
Yan, maganda dyan.
Kaya bang i-recover.
Yan. So yan, at least live tayo naka-backtest, nakikita, hindi lang siya screenshot. Ito yung gusto ko lang din makita at makita ng mga nanonood para hindi masabing bogus kumbaga. Right? And also, bro, while waiting for this, paano naman ang funding? Siyempre.
Alright, funding. Meron tayong online banking. Depende sa broker. May online banking. May isang broker na may GCash. Meron din isang broker na tama dito, credit card, debit card. So, XM is online banking. Ginagamit ko. For Valkyrie natin is online banking as well. IC Markets, mahirap kasi. PayPal yung ginagamit ko doon. So, depende sa magiging...
So, dito anong gagamitin nating broker?
For Valkyrie, we're using Go Market account. For Trend Follower and Izanagi is XM. Okay? Then may mga backup tayo ng mga broker.
Okay.
So the question here, what if meron na akong other broker na wala sa mention mo? Pwede ko
Yun.
bang gamitin yan?
Actually, yun na yung next question ko Brad.
Syempre, si Jollibee gumawa ng program, di natin ibibigay yung McDo. Diba? I'm sorry to say, no? Syempre, alang naman ibigay natin kay Jollibee yung kay McDo,
I agree.
yung mag-aari ng franchise ni Jollibee. So, of course, may process tayo and we will send that process. Napakadali lang po naman. And again, only Valkyrie lang yung may bayad, the rest are free. So while we're waiting for that, nasan ka na ngayon?
Ang pangit ng performance, bro. Parang nakakahiya naman.
Nakakahiya 2020, no? 2020, bumabagsak yung equity mo, pababa. Yeah. Grabe problematic. So while we're waiting for that,
and also bro, syempre, lahat ng gustong makarinig din. Paano naman ang withdrawal process niyan? Gaano katagal? And
yeah, okay. 1 to 2 days, pwede na.
Philippine Bank?
Philippine Bank. 1 to 2 days, pasok na sa bangko mo. Mabilis lang, I've tried it. Maybe I can release some videos for that para sure. Para makita nyo.
For as long as the name of the account and the name of the bank, sa'yo walang problema, honestly. Mabilis lang. Karamihan sa mga may problema is yung ginagamit na funding, iba yung name mo.
So, yun. Paano ba yun, bro? Kunwari, for example, balak kang, kunwari may kaibigan ka. So, wala ka pang available funds. So, makikiswipe ka ng card. Papaano mo sa card niya ng kaibigan mo?
Yeah.
Toxic yun, sir.
Problema yan.
Pero pag mag-withdraw ka on your account, paano ba yun? Mag-execute ba yun?
Pwede siya, pero maraming documents na kailangan gawin. Hassle siya. So, hihingan ka ng mga documents and authorization, mga letter, and also na may relationship, mga iba-back. Kasi legit broker eh. Hindi sila bogus broker.
Ang best way dyan is, kung ano yung ginamit mong funding, yun ang pang-withdraw mo.
Tama. Ginamit mong funding, yung din-withdraw mo, plus yung pangalan ng may-ari na account, same, para walang problema. I think that's also an issue with James Deakin with eToro.
So yeah. XM, any prepared bank, PH bank?
Yeah, any. So far.
As long as may online banking.
Yes, you can check that.
Okay.
Usually, you deposit on morning.
So there's question. Isang broker na may GCash.
Yeah. FX Vantage. Pero optional natin yun kasi wala pa tayong performance doon na EA. So optional lang. Pag nahirapan talaga, tsaka inaano natin dyan is yung by country. Example, may problema si IC Market sa ganito country, dito natin re-refer. So para maka-ano pa din. So we have multiple. But current on the performance of the broker, kasi tinest natin eh. Okay, kasi meron may tinatawag, may spread, di ba?
Yeah.
So ano ba yung pinakamagandang spread sa EA mo? Doon tayo pumunta.
Yep.
So, mean to say, ano ba yung nagso-survive siya na maganda yung spread? Okay, so while we're waiting for that, let me transition to another bot which is a high risk, high gates. So it's called Izanagi. So high IQ filtering robot. Ito yung Martingale natin. While hindi pa tapos yung backtesting ni Jay. So Izanagi is for capital building and it's for free. So di ko na i-play yung video, but this is my account currently in Izanagi. So it started with January but inoptimize natin noong July. So pagka-start ng July 8, nagballoon yung account. So it's trading 5 to 6 pairs already. Then mean reverting siya, sideways market lang, hindi trending market kasi nga cost averaging na trade siya. So kung titingnan mo din, this is my personal account last July 8. So there you go. So that's I started with $1,000 last July. But prior that January, $3,000, nagbago tayo ng system, in-optimize natin and ni-launch natin on public July. So currently the performance is 177%. So that's the Izanagi natin. So high martingale siya and high cost averaging. So paano itsura niya? Meron ka bang sample ng Izanagi ma-open dyan, Jay? Yung maraming trades pa ngayon.
Wala.
Okay, sige. Check ko na lang sa MT4 dito. Okay, there you go. Nanap ako. Okay, Jay, share your screen for the Valkyrie.
Okay.
Yan, we're open for questions, guys.
And so right now, nasa ano na tayo? Saan ba ito? May 2021.
Yeah. 2021.
Yun.
Okay. So, at least. So, after a year,
Nag-bottom. December
nag-bottom,
2020.
bumagsak yung account mo, Sir Jeff, ng 1,343.
Positive ka pa rin. So, 30%, which is good. So,
Yeah.
year to date mo, 30%. Not bad.
Pag 1 year mo during that pandemic.
During the pandemic, up ka ng 30%.
Yeah. So, pag bagsak ng, pag recover 2021 na, yan, nag-shoot up na siya. Nagre-recover na ulit yung market.
Ayos.
So,
Maganda performance niya. So, if ita-translate natin dyan, ilan tayo? Hindi pa pala tapos.
Yeah, hindi pa siya. Nasa anong day mo na yan, Jay?
September.
Malapit na to.
Ngayon na. Yan na, malapit na.
June.
So, at least up to date siya, Sir Jeff, no?
Yep.
For the past months, somehow magpa-flat konti.
Tsaka live siyang nagra-run. So, gusto ko yan.
Kita mo. Yeah. Ito, mayroon ditong drawdown si NZD CAD eh. Yan. Okay. Up.
So, paano habang nagla-live tayo, gusto kong mag-open. Brads.
Oo, andyan. Sige. Ano gusto mong gawin?
Paano kung habang nagla-live tayo, gusto kong mag-open ng account? Paano?
Sa ikaw mismo, on our Zoom people, weekend pa. So, weekend pa. Mga nakasama natin sa Zoom.
Okay. So, papadala na lang ng
Yeah. Okay. So, pakita ko yung screen ko, Sir Jeff.
Sure.
Jay, malapit ka na, Jay? Ano, Jay na yan?
Yan. Tapusin na lang natin. Malapit na.
Sige, tapusin na natin. Pakita ko yung current trades ni Izanagi kasi sana. Ayan.
Yan, almost na. Malapit na matapos.
Ayan, sige. So, kita nyo dyan. So, from $1,300, $1,000, it bottom at 1.3. Up to date, natapos yung taon that 2020, from $1,300 lang kinita niya. Right now, natapos na siya from that 1 year and current up to date. Nag-start siya ng 2020. Saktong-sakto, malas mo no? Pandemic ka pa nag-invest kay Valkyrie no? Tapos, so, tingnan natin yung data, Jay. Result. 1 year.
1 year, 9 months.
1 year, 9 months. Okay. So, your profit is 100%.
200.
200%.
200%, yeah.
So,
drawdown,
1 year and 9 months.
10%.
So, your drawdown from your 50%, medyo tinamahan siya at some point.
Yep.
But, the good thing about it is, nagballoon na yung capital mo before pa siya tamahan.
Yeah, yun yung maganda doon kasi umangat na nakauna ka na eh.
Yeah. Honestly, what we did, tinignan namin yung pinakapangit na month niya. Tapos doon kami nag-start sa backtesting. Si George, Asibal, si Zifrick. Guess namin. Nagulat kami. Gain pa rin that year si Valkyrie. So, yung kumbaga, the core ng pandemic, yung pinaka-main problem is specific date pa talaga siya. Kung pabagsak yung market. After a year.
Positive pa rin.
Positive pa din. So, up to date yun 2020.
Oh, may nanalo na, Brads.
Yeah, definitely, no? So, yeah. So, that's how Valkyrie works. So, that's really suited for long-term investors. You can choose from mode 1 to mode 2. But if you want, again, on a daily basis, medyo boring siya kasi 3 a.m. tulog ka pa. So, but also very shaky.
Yun ang maganda naman. We are investing naman eh. So, kaya nga tayo nag-AI kasi ayaw natin or gusto natin yung time natin magawa natin sa ibang bagay, di ba?
Tama.
Ayaw mo nun. Sabi,
diba?
ano ba yung quote na yon? Kanino ba yon? Yung sabi nila, if you were not able to find or earn money while you are sleeping, you will work the rest of your life.
Diba?
Legendary profit.
Legendary Buffett na yun. Alright, so let me pakita ko sa inyo si Izanagi naman on live. Ano itsura niya sa cellphone ko? Ito, kita nyo? This is my standard account. So it's already have a drawdown of $191 on your screen. If you can check, we can check naman si isang positions natin. Example, odd NZD. Ito yung tsura ng trades niya. I'm just gonna... It uses a 5-minute time frame, Sir Jeff. So, very active. Look at the position. Hindi siya dikit-dikit. Kita mo?
Alam mo, interesado ako sa phone mo eh. Haba niya. Anong model yan?
Alayo na. So, nakita mo yung position, hindi siya dikit-dikit.
Yeah.
So, because the beauty about Izanagi, it actually allows the candle to close before it decides. So, hindi siya basta nag-spike, tapos tamaan na yung settings niya, open siya position.
So, kino-close niya yung candle.
Kino-close niya yung candle before siya mag-decide.
Good. Hindi niya ina-anticipate na kasi baka mag-reverse lang or false lang yung ano.
Yes. Kasi the problem if gagawin mo yon, example, sinet mo yung isang robot na okay, basta bumagsak ng 30 pips, open ako. What if, ang gawin ng chart, ganun-ganyan. Eh di, ang dami mo open dito na level.
Agree.
Diba? So sa kanya, meron siyang tinatawag na pip interval. It allows first to close allows first to decide the candle. Then it must not open during that time as long as dapat may interval tong dalawa.
Okay.
Para yung position mo hindi dikit-dikit. This is also one of the biggest drawdown that we have right now since last week pa to. 14 levels, but look at how beautiful.
Yung gusto ko yan eh, yung mga beautiful na yan eh.
Diba? Look at how beautiful the positions. May interval siya to each other. And once mag-reverse yan dito, it will have a very big profit. Okay, one technique that I'm using, pag nakakita na ako ng 10 levels, sinasabayan ko ng manual. Kasi it uses indicator eh. So may uses to indicator na to, sabayan ko, semi-martingale ako, para pag reverse ito, malaking lot size, malaki din ang profit ko. Gusto nyo makita?
Yan ang gusto ko sa iyo eh.
Yan. So this is my current position with NZD CAD. So right now, I'm earning $245. Pwede na, di ba? So kanina tingnan dito, si NZD CAD, ginagawa niya, no? Kanina 14 levels. But tingnan mo yung lot size ko.
Para ka nang may maliit na isang butas na apartment dyan, Brads.
Oh, di ba? So ang ginawa ko, sinabayan ko siya with the strategy pa ni Valkyrie. Hinaluan ko pa ng strategy ni Valkyrie. So naintindihan ko how Valkyrie works. Ang ginawa natin, sinabayan pa natin yung Martingale, pero semi-Martingale. Tapos open ng 6, nakita ko may opportunity. Naglagay tayo ng 7 interval. Plus, nakita ko mag-about to reverse, malaking lot size times 5. Saktong-sakto yung position ko, yung earnings ko that much. Kaya yung manual account ko plus the trade cost is really growing a lot because of that strategy. So I can share that strategy in the future once you are in the community already. I'm teaching that one for everyone to earn, no, in the market. So I'm also shorting. This is a trade call. I'm gonna let you see the trade call natin. This is how we do it, no? So papakita namin sa inyo ang aking group chat. So dito, there you go. Ay dito. Teka lang. Ayan. So while we're waiting for that, do you have any questions, Sir Jeff?
Pwede bang mag-call a friend?
Sure, no problem.
Punta lang kami ng Baguio.
Ha? Sama dito yung USD CAD natin na trade call. Recent lang to.
Ilang pair yan, Brads?
Yung ano?
Yung sa AI. Isang pair, isang AI?
Hindi. Si Izanagi?
Oo.
Si Izanagi updated natin 6 pairs.
5
pairs. Tinanggal namin GBP, yung CAD CHF.
Okay.
Kasi based on backtesting, it's not performing this year, pinost muna namin. Imagine, that's how research we are. Pag pangit this year, papalitan namin.
Okay, good.
So that's one.
So major pairs yung ano?
May mixed pairs din. We're trading ito, Euro USD, NCD CAD. So dito, wait lang nasa wala na ako to. $4,000 to. Ito ba yun? Hindi pala. 39. Ayan to. NCD CAD, Euro USD, Odd NZD. Ano pa ba, Jay? Odd CAD. Odd CAD. So, hindi siya all major pairs. Meron din sa mga mixed pairs. Not really exotic that much, no? So, very profitable si Izanagi, pero very high risk.
Okay. 250 yan, di ba? So,
250 plus XM buffer.
hmm,
So yun yung gaganda sa kanya. Buffer from XM. Libre. Diba?
Bro, may
So,
ano pa dyan? Yung result ng backtest natin, at least for the
pwede,
year.
meron. So may backtest din kami this year for that. Gusto niyo present? O may oras pa ba tayo? Sir
Yeah.
Jeff?
Okay.
Gusto mo makita?
Sige. Yung mga natin viewers, may oras pa ba?
I think we can end at 10:45.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. 7 more minutes. Kaya natin yan.
Okay. Summary na lang, Jay.
Sure.
Yeah, summary.
So this is my ganda kasi alam mo guys, what I really love about Forex is sobrang nabibuild yung patience ko. At saka malaking income niya, no? This is my earnings last week, oh. Almost magkano to? 70,000 pesos. So, using the same strategy, kasabayan ko yung robot, 'di ba? Para may filtering system. Okay, there you go. So this is our natin. So ito yung mga trade na tine-trades niya. This one. So GBP USD major pair then CAD CHF tinanggal namin because why? It actually had a pangit na performance this year. So tinanggal muna namin siya kasi nag-19 level siya. We don't want that. So ang laki masyado na posisyon. And the max drawdown on micro is maliit lang yung profit on the drawdown. But majority, look at that. So profit, oh. This year yan, from January to compute mo yung income mo. Kung nag-start ka January with this one. Ang start mo $250. O yan, compute mo na lahat. Yan ang income mo dapat this year. Sa lahat ng pairs na sabay-sabay.
Hindi pa tapos yung year eh. So,
Hindi pa tapos yung year. That's why currently nasa 170, almost going 200%. I think I'm gonna end 200% this month. So far on Izanagi. So, yun. Tapos micro account pa siya. So, imagine mo, mas safe. Di siya standard. Yan. O yan. Ikaw, Jamie, have anything to add with there? May question yata sa chat box.
meron. Alin daw bot ang sinusundan mo po para mag-manual ka?
Izanagi.
Izanagi.
Kasi may ginagamit siyang indicator. I'll have a separate webinar on that. But may ginagamit siyang indicator na oversold, overbought position. And then super overbought, nag-overextend yung market. Kasi nagka-average down siya eh. Pag abot sa certain level, papasukan ko na yon ng Valkyrie strategy. So, start na ako semi-martingale with a bigger lot size. Pag mag-reverse, pupuruan ko ng isang malupit na lot size hanggang mag-totally reverse na siya. So, I'll create another webinar for that.
Bite naman ni Sir John.
Then of course, sa mga users namin, Sir Jeff, tinuturuan ko para mas mabilis yung income ng mga tao.
So, tuturuan mo rin kami?
Syempre. Tayo lahat, pagtutuloy ko pa, ikaw magtuturo sa amin.
Si Jeff na magtuturo.
Oo, magtuturo dyan. Diba?
China oil.
China oil. Okay. So, Forex question. Is it the same like stocks na yung trend is down for September? Based on seasonality, depende sa pair. If we're talking about GBP CAD, or example, we're talking about NZD, itong NZD USD, NZD CAD, but since very trending si oil, umaangat yung oil. So, but NZD is down. So, mag-iba siya. May konting dynamics when it comes to the market and the country where the pair is actually assorted with. So, in general, hindi siya does not follow always. For major pairs, pwede. May relation siya between the major pairs on the current stock market ng US. So, not really. Kumbaga, the answer is hindi siya all the time. Yan. Okay. So, Jay, Sir Jeff,
Yep.
we're in the last part of our webinar. Any realization?
Dapat nag-start ako ng maaga.
Ha? Bakit?
Mga 12-1. Sana na-enjoy ko na yung mga na-enjoy mo ngayon.
Ayun lang. Busy mo kasi. Ba talaga pag-architect dyan sa Singapore?
Never too late, Sir Jeff, di ba?
Oo naman. The best time to invest is now. No.
Yon, diba? Now. So again, guys, before we ask Sir Jeff more of his realization, we are a community where we base decision on back testing, strategies, and research. And we do not hype because our core value is risk management. We don't want people to just invest their money without really understanding it. That's why our video says it all.
Yun. Nice.
May commercial pa.
Yeah.
Gusto ko yung
So
tagline yun. Where profits is our results.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because we always take note of our performance. We always take note of our adjustment that leads us to more profits. That is our result. So we protect our capital, and not just the capital but also the profit of our community and community of Ocean 5 and Wise Investors PH and even Billionaires Club of Sir Lloyd Bazar.
Yun.
So with that, this is John and Jay at your service. And Sir Jeff,
salamat.
Yeah. Anong realization mo aside from dapat
may realization pa pala, nagpasalamat ako.
Hindi, okay lang yun.
Sorry.
Hindi, ganito naman talaga. So, ang maganda lang sa pinresent nyo is na backup with data and pinaunlokan nyo yung live backtesting natin, which is good.
Putang ko sa'yo sa Jeff, ha? The year, just tell
It's okay, pwede naman natin. I believe na satisfy naman yung mga viewers din. So, di ba? And maganda rin naman, at least during yung 2020, yung last year, fresh na fresh kasi yun no?
Yes,
yung
yes.
ibang mga
Totally.
crisis dati or financial crisis dati, parang nababasa mo na lang, historical textbook na lang yun Pero yung last year, first-hand experience sa ating lahat yun So maganda siyang i-backtest. So, na-survive naman niya. And nakita ko rin, hindi lang naman siya isang pair. I mean, ilan ba yun? Limang pair na yun, di ba?
Kay Izanagi, 5.
Profitable naman siya sa lahat ng pair. And maganda rin is yung isang pair na hindi nagpe-perform, tinanggal nyo muna, pinost nyo.
Yeah.
Yung iba kasi, nakayaan lang So, good. At least parang meron yata kayong, quarterly ba yung review nyo or monthly?
As long as needed, usually quarter or sem.
Good.
Based on the current. Kasi we're using money. We're using our own money for this one. So why not extend it to all our users as well, diba?
Correct. Yun lang. So I'm sold, no? So mag-open ako.
Thank you. Yan. So we welcome you in the community. Yan, there we go. Yan.
Para makapasok din sa Telegram at makabasa ng mga malulupit na trade call.
Yes, definitely. So there, i-update din namin yung performance and trade call. But so far, it's 90% win rates out of, honestly, not 90%, 95%. So out of the 100 trades back-tested, forward-tested, still on 95 trades, it is green and good in profit. So yun yung maganda sa kanya. There you go.
Yun.
Yeah.
Yun, maraming salamat, Sir Jay, Sir John, and wow, Jay pala lahat tayo, no?
Kaya nga. Alright. Sige. So with that, guys, thank you so much for this opportunity to present with you different types of algorithm trading, strategies, and even the portfolio trading that you can choose between trend follower with trade calls,
and
highly active Izanagi, cause Martingale,
and how
or
to contact pala para mag-open.
Bibigay ko sa iyo yung form for that diretso.
Okay, good.
Or bibigay ko sa yung form. But
sure.
on my viewers, kita nila nasa ano ko naman nasa link na ng post ko.
Sige.
So bibigay ko sa iyo yung bibigay ko sa iyo, definitely.
Okay, yan.
All right, guys. So thank you so much. Have a nice night. God bless and stay safe. Thanks.
God bless. Thank you. Mm, 6 30, almost 100. Oo.